If you don't know my special guest co-host today,
Oh,
it's our good friend Gary Seith from the Not Ready for Primetime Project, which is still happening.
sure. We're about to go on hiatus.
Yeah. And so you've expanded from the original concept of this podcast, which was 3 seasons. It was supposed to be the first 3 seasons of SNL.
First 5 seasons.
First 5 seasons.
Yeah,
okay.
it took us 3 years to do 5 seasons.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then what we realized, or what Brad did the math on, was we then expanded and we did we have like an interview show that we interview old writers and host and actors. We just interviewed Denny Dillon. Do you know who she is?
No.
You would know her face. She was on the show Dream On.
Oh, I love Dream On.
Yeah, she's like she had like curly blonde hair, like a little cherub face.
Okay.
Anyway, so we started that show, and then we did another show that is our deep thoughts. So we watch things like, movies or TV shows related to that original era.
Right. Yes.
We just we're about to do the Andy Kaufman special, Andy's Funhouse. Did you know this was a thing?
No, I did not.
It was a thing.
Oh yeah, I know Denny Dillon. Yes,
Yeah.
Totally.
Sweet lady.
I would imagine.
And then she sent a nice note about us. And then we do Bill Swirsky's Tournament Talk, where we rank like 16 things and then argue about what was best. It's fun.
That is fun. I like that.
Yeah. Thanks. But Brad realized, because not going to lie, I got very tired of mostly the post-production work. And Brad realized we did 156 episodes in 154 weeks. Or maybe it's backwards. I think I had that backwards. 154 episodes in 156 weeks. And I was like, oh, that is a lot.
That is a lot. Yeah, well, if nothing, you're consistent.
Yes, we are. So we did the first 5 seasons. Friends of ours are going to do season 6, and we're going to take a bit of a break, Brad and I.
Oh.
And then maybe go from there. Brad wants to.
Okay. Yes, I mean, as someone, and this is, although we did not have an episode last week because everyone here was sick, as I was telling you earlier, we might not be good, but we are consistent.
Yeah.
Which I think is half the battle.
I think it's, if nothing else, it's better for you to
right.
Yeah,
because
right?
it's hard to like shake off rust.
Yeah. Well, it's good that you're doing it even while Joseph is negotiating with the Iranians with Jared Kushner.
Oh,
I assume.
I am sorry, because Joseph he is in that part. He is currently in Turkey having a hair transplant.
Oh, I thought
he is.
I thought you were going to say he was checking on islands right off the Strait of Hormuz because they're probably cheap and he could get a deal.
There's only one island he's ever been interested in.
Well, he wanted to make it his own.
Little St. James. No. He's currently, he wanted to recover there. He didn't want to be on the flight with all those guys with the bandage heads.
Yeah, he didn't want to be one of those guys.
Yeah, nobody wants to be one of those guys. So he's taking the extended stay.
Good for him. We're all happy for him. I was going to pull my old Trevor wig out of the storage and put that on to play Joseph today, but couldn't find it.
Yes, the Ben Franklin wig was very funny.
Yes.
Gary wanted to come in costume.
I did. I wanted to try to throw people off. I think my beard's like a brighter white than Joseph's is, though.
Yes. Well, yeah. You definitely have like a white.
Oh, it's
going on. Yeah.
Jarring. I was going to, before I listened to the episode with Marish, I was going to just dye this blue and not say anything to you about it. And I was like, Rob already did that. Fuck. I wanted to make it like a bright color.
Wow, that would have been unsettling. That everyone that comes on here has like weird
facial
hair.
Yes. And we don't talk about it amongst ourselves or you, and it's always the person sitting with you. So Joseph comes back, his new hair is purple.
Well, it was funny because Rob actually said to me after he was looking at my hair and he goes, "Oh, you have like some stray grays. Don't you dye your hair?" And I was like, "I don't." And he goes, oh, I assumed you've been dyeing it for years. And I was like, that hurts.
Oh, that's funny though.
Yeah.
I like the assumption that, Jay dyes his hair. That's why he's not gray.
It's like, oh, I would trade. I would take more gray for more coverage in the back. Yeah. Because I hate the thinning.
My side, I got like the Reed Richards thing in.
I like that.
I threw that in there for Joseph.
Yeah, nice.
Get him going. Mention Reed Richards. Yeah, a little gray there, but the beard, man, holy shit.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of in the side. especially when it grows in.
Mine's growing in the sides.
I'm the opposite of what you have.
Yeah. I mean, this started going, and then it just was like, hey, I'm just giving up. No more color in your chin.
I assume that was there's a direct correlation between that and your having a teenage daughter.
It's funny. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I think for a long time it was like, oh, those are my Jay and Joseph grays. And then my kids got older and it was just like, boom. Oh, you have a 19-year-old now? Yeah, it's going to be fucking
yes.
gray.
If nothing else, managing Joseph and I for several years probably helped raising a mean girl.
Yeah. It helped me to help her deal with the mean girls.
Yeah. Actually, your daughter's far from a mean girl.
This is what they really mean. Don't worry. They're all vulnerable.
Yeah. It's only because they're hurting inside. No one's ever loved them. That's why they're slutty and mean.
Is that why you're friends with them? I'm trying to show them love.
You're like, I have a lot of experience with this.
Yeah. This is how you do it.
Yeah. Anyway, so how you been?
I've been fine.
Good.
We went to London a couple of weeks ago to visit my daughter who's there.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Yeah, semester abroad?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dude, she's got the life.
I bet. London's expensive. That's
Yeah, but she spends her weekends she's been to Paris, Prague, Berlin, Copenhagen, Lisbon, Dublin. She's going to Croatia this weekend. I'm like, oh, fuck you.
That's the life, man. That's what you do.
Yes, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's great.
Better than going to downtown Ithaca or whatever.
She's in Syracuse.
Yeah. Oh, well,
yeah.
Going to downtown Ithaca would be a treat.
A pleasant treat. Yeah. No, but it's good. It's other than that, I've been good. It's weird having old kids, man. My son's learning to drive. My daughter's in college. Yeah.
That is weird.
Yeah. And you're getting there too. Like your daughter's 11?
11,
10?
yeah. So it's, I mean, the precociousness and the sudden
dude,
change in height. Well, I'm like,
Oh yeah, my son's taller than me.
And
now.
then whoa.
Yeah.
Weird. The shoes bother me the most because it's like, oh, you wore them twice and now they don't fit. That's cool.
Yeah. My son has settled in at size 13.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
Big piece, huh?
Yeah. He gets it from his mother. Obviously.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty good. I like that.
Yeah.
So have you noticed anything with your now having your son is how old?
16.
16.
Yeah.
So it's 17 to drive in Pennsylvania now?
It's
16 license permit.
16 permit, and then you need 6 months of the permit before you're allowed to get your driving for your driving
They
test.
really tightened up those rules, huh?
Dude, I had my license 3 weeks after I turned 16.
Yeah, I was 15 and learner's permit driving around. Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's good because there's still we were on the highway yesterday for the second time ever, and he's bitching. This was funny. There was a minivan in front of us, and he's like, what the hell are they doing? They're going 50 miles an hour. Why? I was like, oh, you can't be this kind of driver.
Yeah.
Just relax and wait for your moment to get over. And he's like, this is ridiculous. I was like, okay.
You're like,
all right.
Okay, well, we're in the right-hand lane, so it's okay.
Yeah.
It's the one time it's acceptable.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That's good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Raise him to be a little ragey. That's nice.
He's not normal. He's so mellow and calm, and then he plays the drums, and that's where he lets it all out.
Okay.
But yeah, apparently driving is going to be his other place.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's great.
All right.
It's great.
Nice.
Yeah, when he moves to LA.
That would be perfect.
Yeah.
Falling down too.
Oh, that would be just little skinny Xander yelling at people in big thick glasses that he doesn't need.
Flat top.
Yes.
That's a good look. We've been trying to talk about this on the show. Have you noticed any things that your kids have been trying out, personality wise?
Well, it's interesting because my daughter, no, she's been the same since she was 5. She fell into this personality. She's like, fuck it, this is who I am. God bless her for it.
God bless self-awareness.
Yeah. Yeah, so she's really good. My son is so reserved and quiet. For a long time, he grew his hair long. And then, I don't know, like 2 years ago, he was like, I need to get this cut short. I was like, great. He's like, and I need to go to like a proper salon. And I was like, oh, okay. So I took him where I go to get my hair cut, and they just gave him to this adorable little, she's like 22.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Figured they had a lot in common to talk about.
I was like, oh, Ella's going to cut your hair. And he's like, oh.
Oh.
And all of a sudden, he was just like, I think I need to get my hair cut again. It's like, oh, okay. Until his last haircut where he was like, she messed it up.
Oh.
It's too short. And I'm like, it looks exactly the same as every other time.
Ay.
So his thing now is his hair. And that's very important. He's got great hair.
Lots of products. He's got some LA looks. He's got some mousse.
But he's settled. He's less on products. He has one product that he uses, and it's all about the blow drying.
Oh wow, he's blow drying his hair daily.
Yeah,
Before school.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
I imagine he has like was it Steve from Stranger Things, like that kind of haircut.
Kind of. It's a little more minor, shorter than that, but yeah. But he's every morning you hear him like blow drying his hair.
Round brush.
I don't think so.
No?
I don't know. I don't know what kind of brush he uses. I just hear the hair dryer.
Wow. Does he carry a brush in his back pocket?
He carried a comb for a while, and now he's got this down.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Have you considered getting him a switchblade comb?
I used to have one of those. Those were the fucking best.
The best.
Yeah.
Kind of still want one now.
Well, I mean, what's it going to do for us?
I could comb over my scalp.
Your little comb overs just from the switchblade comb. What do you use this for? Just
my comb over.
so I don't get sunburn. It's my sunburn comb.
God damn it. Okay, so he's super into hair.
Yeah, well, and the drums. Like he's super into the drums. He plays at in a band, and it's fun.
Are they any good?
Yes, surprisingly.
Yeah.
I mean, I shouldn't say it. Yes, they're better than I would have expected for a bunch of 15, 16-year-olds.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fun.
Covers?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, covers. They've like tried doing some of their own shit, but I think they're like, let's get good first. Which
Good way to learn. It's a good way to learn.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff they playing?
All different stuff. They're really into they like Green Day, Blink 182, Mars Volta, Incubus, like
Mars Volta.
Yes.
That's
And some
really hard.
yes. And some like deep cuts of Mars
That's
Volta
hard to play.
that I'm like, and they're like 7-minute songs.
Yeah.
And he's up there. He's just like, he's sweating.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's
You're
pretty
like, it's a Dillinger Escape Plan cover band. You're like, Jesus Christ, man.
yeah, rein it
You
in.
guys make it harder on yourselves?
Yeah. So it's fun.
Wow.
It's and it's like gives me something to do when they're like, oh, we have they have shows on Friday night. Like the third Friday, they have an open mic at his school.
Okay.
They play at every week. So it's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
So he hasn't started playing like in bars or anything like that?
No, not yet.
No.
No bar mitzvahs.
No bar mitzvahs, no
Not yet.
bars, no nothing.
Maybe soon.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a funny thing to like be a teenager and play in bands at bars.
I'm sure.
It's weird,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's kind of awesome.
Yeah. Well, I had friends who played in bands and would play at bars, and I would be the one that would get in because I looked like I was one of their fathers.
Because you looked exactly the same.
Yeah,
Little
pretty
less
much.
gray.
Less gray, more hair. But yeah, they were like, oh, this old man wants to come in and watch the band. And I'd be like, hello. So I'd go and shoot a lot of my friends' bands at bars because I didn't have a problem getting in. And like the bands wouldn't be able to drink, and I'd be like, I'll have a beer. That was a great deal.
Pretty good. Pretty good. You're like, give me the drink tickets, guys.
That's, yeah. They all had wristbands that they couldn't drink, and I'd be like, anyway. You were talking about different phases in life, and
Yes,
we were just talking about my kids, but I had a few that I realized that that I've gone through, good and bad.
I think they're all good and bad. I mean, I think they can all be good and bad at the same time too, which is funny.
There was a time
In hindsight, I think they can be.
I was 14 in 1992, and I got paid to dress up as a black goose in You Bet Your Life. No, just kidding.
That's a pretty good callback.
Thank you. During this time when I was like 19-ish, I looked old, but I was surfing a lot, and I was in film school, and so I grew my hair very long, and it was a lot of fucking hair, and I found a picture of it recently, and I was like, oh, now I know why I wasn't getting laid. It totally makes sense. Like, that was a phase where someone should have
stopped you. Yeah. The college long hair grow out is a tough look.
Yeah.
It's for some reason it all looks the same. Every guy that starts growing their hair out of college is like,
yeah.
But I think because it's like there was a shorter haircut. And then that grows out.
Yeah.
And it's like just a mess. Yeah.
It was like down past my shoulders, and it was big because it was a lot of hair. Not a good look. And like multiple earrings, and
I had a lot of earrings. Yeah.
Like a crazy weird combination of like film school t-shirts and jeans and surfing like pullover jerga shit. And
right. Yeah.
Hippie bracelets and like. Did not know where the fuck to go with any of it.
I mean, that's the time to not know. I mean,
I think so.
Like, if you came in like with a puka shell necklace today, I would have fucking punched you in the face.
Man, I was gonna come in dressed as our old friend Sam Maturo, since I was gonna wear a blazer, and I was like, I couldn't find an ascot. So
that's tough. That was one of my favorite Halloween costumes. I went as Sam one year. I just wore a blue blazer and smoked Kents and wore a pinky ring.
That's another thing I had around that time was a fucking pinky ring. I had multiple rings, and one of them was a pinky ring. And God bless this guy that I barely knew called me out on it. And he's like, "The fuck are you wearing that for?" And I was like, I.
Okay,
hold on. I stopped.
Was it a ring on your pinky because it was a smaller ring than any other rings that you had, or was it you went shopping for a pinky ring?
No. I think it was smaller
okay.
than the others. And it was just like I think I had like a middle ring finger on this hand and a middle ring and a pinky finger on this hand. Or
okay. That's less douchey?
Less.
But
yes.
Still a problem. Were any of these rings, did any of them have turquoise in them?
No turquoise. Okay. No.
Were they like hand-etched silver? Where it was like a little swirly, then a line, then a line,
I think
then a
that's
dot.
that's what the pinky ring was.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
The hippie girl that you bought it from, was she cute?
Of course. Yes.
Yes, in that unkempt sort of way. In an unshaven armpit sort of way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hairy legs.
Yeah.
And I was like, she's still cute. She's like growing out dreads, but they're not quite there.
Man, I remember Googling one time successful white women with dreadlocks, and it said there are no results. And I was like, that's fucking crazy.
Yes. Well, that's how you know there's different measures to success. Because
there's none.
Yes. Yeah. Wow. That's great. Oh, man. Who's the oldest white woman you've seen with dreadlocks? Because I don't know. Like, I've seen old white guys with dreadlocks who are obviously, not in a good place.
I mean, I've been to some protests.
Yeah.
So some like real,
I guess. Yeah.
Some real like fringy stuff.
Right. What are they doing with their lives though, besides protesting?
Thinking of things to protest. They're on to the next one.
Right.
Yeah. Because and it's funny because they're typically so far left that they start to almost meet the right.
Yep.
It's kind of like Western Massachusetts, where you're like, well, there's a lot of liberals here, and there's also a lot of people hiding from the government because they're like, militia-y.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking.
It's a real particular flavor. Yeah.
Yeah. Or Vermont.
totally.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a weird part of the country
Yeah.
that we don't really recognize
They're
as
like-
being as fucked up as it is.
Right. You're like, you think places like, oh, Oregon. But it's like, there's as many like people with their own
Yeah.
cisterns and, like hand crank power in Vermont.
Right.
And New Hampshire, who has the most threatening of all license plates.
That's right.
Live free or die.
Live free or die.
Or die. It's like, only choices?
Yeah. Why are you so black and white on
Yeah,
this
it's like
issue?
you guys are very, very
There's
polarizing.
no gray at all in their stance on anything. Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, small wonder.
The TV show with the robot girl?
That's, I assume, what they're talking about in Delaware.
That's the best thing to come out of Delaware.
was Vicky?
Vicky. Yeah.
We were talking about the. I don't know if Joseph and I spoke. I think it was he and I talking about the TV show Small Wonder.
Yeah.
Absolutely can't be made today because everyone would try to fuck the robot.
That might just be a you and Joseph thing.
I'm pretty sure. Everyone's like, wait, not a real girl?
That's where Joseph is working on the robot right now?
Since he got a garage and moving to the suburbs, he's been pretty heavy on
Fiddling?
robotics.
I know that's not true because his big fingers could not get in to do the little screws.
Yeah, it's tiny screws would be a problem.
I have another more recent phase that I want to tell you about because this one just happened last year.
Okay. Podcaster.
Podcaster, yeah. Yeah. White guy in his 40s or 50s. Yeah, you need a podcast.
You know, it's funny because a friend of ours said to me the other day, he goes, oh, you're still doing the podcast. It's great. It's kind of like your garage band. And I was like, 100% better than me being like, hey guys, yeah, I used to play bass. You guys want to do some cover songs? Yeah. By the way, if Xander needs a bass player,
I was just going to say, I'll give you Xander's number.
I'll work
You
on
can text
System
him.
of a Down covers. I only know like songs from the first 3 Cure records and everything Joy Division ever did.
Yeah, I think they would be into Joy Division.
Yeah, little post-punk. Okay, good.
Yeah, they can get into that.
Yeah.
No, I picked my daughter up from college last May, and she and I were driving home, and I was like, I don't know, I think I might shave my beard because the gray was starting to bother me, right? My daughter, without any hesitation, she was like, ooh. I was like, what? I was like, what? And she's like, this is going to sound mean, but then you'll see your fat face. And I was like...
It's like, that is mean.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
very mean. You didn't have to say fat face.
Right. It took me like 3 weeks to get over that and then finally be like, well, fuck her. I'm going to shave my beard. And I shaved my beard. The reaction was not good. My children,
okay.
I mentioned they're both teenagers, laughed. They both laughed. And then my
Cool.
son went, what's wrong with you?
Jesus Christ.
People who did not know me. Now, if you saw me without a beard, you've seen me without a beard. So you'd be like, whatever, Gary shaved his beard. People in my neighborhood where I have
Moved there with a beard.
I moved there with a beard. I've never shaved my beard. The one neighbor thought I was someone else walking my dog. The one neighbor.
Hey, they hired a dog walker and Gary's wife is fucking someone else. He keeps coming home in the middle of the day. He comes over there. I don't know what's happening there.
That's not good. Yeah, it was universally like, I mentioned it to the woman that cuts my hair. And she was like, oh, don't do that. I was like, she didn't say because we're going to see your fat face. But she was thinking it. And I held on.
She's like,
to
as
that.
someone who knows you have a fat scalp.
I can tell how fat you are by how fat the top of your head is. Don't do that. You're good. Yeah. I reasoned with myself that it was working for a few months. And
Months?
Yes.
Gary, it would have been back in a few weeks.
Yeah.
You kept shaving it?
I did.
Razor
And-
shave?
Like an electric razor.
Okay, but like stubbly, like not growth.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not good. And I recently saw a picture of that and I was like, oh, what the fuck was I doing?
I recently saw a picture of myself from my niece's, I don't know, like third birthday or something. And
Yeah.
I guess she was like, that was like 13 years ago.
Yeah.
And I had shaven, but had earrings. And I was like, kid's birthday. I don't know. I'm wearing like a collared shirt, but like, I don't know how to dress properly. So it was like too far open,
Yeah.
And I looked at it and I showed it to my wife and she goes, "Oh yeah, you looked like a lesbian." And I went, "Why didn't you say something?" She was like,
She's like, I'm into chicks.
She was like,
She's like, that's
She's
the
like, I was
only
in a
thing that
phase
appealed
too.
to me about you for years was that you looked like a woman with a hairy chest.
I think I'd shaved my chest at that point too.
Oh, all
So
right.
it
Well,
was,
there you go. Yeah.
it was, and I was like, "Oh, what a terrible, terrible look."
Yeah. It's remarkable how, and I now look at myself and I'm like, I think I look good, but I know that if I look back at pictures in, I don't know, 6 months, I'll be like, what the fuck was I thinking? And it's constant. Whether it's like I let the beard grow long or I shave the beard short or whatever, I'm constantly like, oof. I feel like I've never gotten out of any phase and settled into anything really, because I'm constantly looking back at myself and going like, oh, that was a bad choice.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think we're constantly like in this cycle of going, ooh. But
Well,
you've been settled into this look for a while.
Yeah.
With the exception of obviously shaving the beard, which was clearly a mistake.
Oh, and yeah, like honestly, it made me accept the gray a lot more. Like the white, it's not gray, it's white. And understand like, no, you need that. You need this. That's fine. Let it go. One of the things when you messaged me and were like, hey, let's talk about some of these things.
Yeah.
One of the things that you asked was, what are you going to get canceled for?
Yes.
And I thought about this for a minute, and it honestly didn't take too long. I would get canceled for bullying because...
Sexually?
No.
Okay, just checking.
No, because you, me, our group of friends, like we fuck around and we make fun of each other. We tease each other. It all comes from a place of love. I grew up in a family like that where everyone teases one another. Like it's just, you're making fun of each other. It honestly, like my kids make fun of me relentlessly. And I deserve it because I made fun of my parents relentlessly. My wife not on board, but that's the thing. So it reminded me of a story in, I don't know, this is like 20 years ago. We were I was doing Trading Spaces and I was doing audio, and we were in Utah. And
not a good start.
No, there was a PA. He was probably like 20, 21, but local PA. He had a tongue ring.
Okay.
And I was just busting on him for that. His dad was like some higher up in the Utah Film Commission. Called the executive producers of Trading Spaces, who called Marish. They called Marish and said, your audio guy is saying inappropriate things to the PA. The thing that they said was...
Again, most likely sexual bullying.
The thing that was said that was attributed to an audio guy was, you talk like you have a dick in your mouth with that tongue ring.
Trust me, I have a microphone and headphones on. I can tell.
Well, so all they knew was that it was an audio guy. It gets back to Marish.
There's two of you.
Jackson was on the other crew.
Okay.
He was the other audio guy. Rob calls Jackson, and Jackson being the mensch that he is, just takes it and he's like, I'm sorry. Even though he didn't really interact with this kid.
Wow.
So then I find out and I call Rob and I'm like, it wasn't Jackson. It was me. Harvey and Tom Farrell call me and they're like, you have to make amends with this guy. Anyway, I was like, can I just not talk to him? Because if I continue to talk to him, he's going to take something else that I say out of context.
Totally.
And therefore, we're going to have this issue again.
Yeah.
That same trip, the camera guy on my crew, I'm not going to mention his name, but he and I didn't always get along. And one night at the hotel, we're all partying in one of the producers' rooms, and it had a balcony. He stepped outside on the balcony to smoke a cigarette. And I said, wouldn't it be funny if we locked so-and-so out on the balcony? And I locked the door. Not long after that, we got kicked out of that room by security. So we all left. The producer came back to his room like an hour or so later and heard opens the curtain. Oh, yeah, because I closed the curtain, too.
Oh, well, yeah, of course I did.
And he was still out there. It was like 40 degrees. He was freezing. So I was thinking about this, and I was like, I definitely will get canceled for bullying. Also, I might just be a dick. Like, it might be that simple.
I mean, it's a complex issue, but you are a dick.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That will be your downfall.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I do think, though, that it's funny because we, especially, are you Generation X? Yeah. You're
on the
great.
cusp,
You're great.
but I'm definitely like
You lean.
Yeah.
So as Generation X, the greatest generation that ever was, or ever will be, we grew up, everyone was mean.
Yeah.
Everybody was mean. I don't understand how we all have kids who are so soft.
So soft.
Now, maybe it's because we grew up in the Northeast.
Yeah.
And everyone was mean all the time.
Yeah.
And our families were mean. Our friends were mean. And that was just part of it.
We had to be. It was just a way. It's just the way of life. Like there's
heavy cynicism, and
yes.
It was And when I have met people who were like sunshiny and everything, like when friends started, like when everyone went to college, and some people like got roommates from other places, and I met these people, and I was like, "What the fuck's wrong with these people?"
Yeah.
And I'd say something, and they'd be upset, and it was like, "How could you say?" And I'm like, I don't know. I haven't changed at all.
Right. Well, you shouldn't have to.
No, and I remember friends, I got like high school friends being like, "You got to apologize to my girlfriend's roommate," and I'm like, "No, I'm not apologizing to that person who I'll never see again."
Right.
And frankly, I didn't say anything to hurt they're just being overly sensitive.
And this goes back to the bullying thing. I managed a team of like 20 people who were mostly millennials. Ooh. And we had good relationships, banter back and forth. But I realized very quickly, like, I have to rein in my dark sense of humor and my meanness, if you want to call it that, because things would get blown out of proportion. But I also opened it up that they could come back at me with things. And
they like a lot of millennials didn't have the skill set to do that.
Well, they would come back at me with things, and it would be like, I was the oldest. So it would be like, "Oh, you're old." And I'm like, "Okay." Like,
okay, that's original.
And when they found things to come back at me on, I would laugh. I'd be like, "That's great." And I remember one interaction between these two guys. We were on a shoot, and the one guy said something, and I laughed, and I was like, "That's really funny." And it was about me, and he was like, "You don't get upset." And I was like, "What am I going to get upset about?"
It's like, do you know?
Are you trying to make me upset?
You're like Bane. You're like, I was born in.
I was born in the 70s.
It's like, do you know the shit I've seen,
dude? Yeah.
Do you want to meet my friends?
Well, that's the thing. I'm like, do you know who I associate with? Like, these people are going to tear you apart. It's not like being on a set with you and Rob, like when everyone's younger than you on a set.
Right.
There is this sensitivity everywhere. And it's like, I quickly realized like it was me and the people on camera were the only ones that understood this. Like, we can relax and fuck around a little bit and not have to worry about.
We're the only ones over 40. It's
right.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about being canceled. Right. Like, that's not our main concern. Whereas all of these millennials would be like, well, I don't want to say that.
It's like, let me put it in terms you'll understand. This is a safe space to be a dickhead.
Yes. And that is the space I have created for my children as far as with me. Like, they understand that.
Right.
My daughter has a very good sense of humor, and she can pick at people, and she's still learning what's too far, because for her generation, everything is too far.
Everything's too far, right?
And I think she tries to push it a little bit, and it doesn't always land. My son, he knows he's pushing it, and he tries.
That's where
especially
he's
with his
living
sister.
in that.
Yeah.
It's a sweet spot.
Yeah, but he also knows, like, I can't make fun of this friend of mine because he will get upset. I can make fun of this friend.
Oh, see, now
Right?
there's something a lot of us, I think, lacked.
Yeah.
Was
totally.
like not being able to see the person who didn't have thick skin, or
Right.
was like,
Or
could
maybe-
dish it out but couldn't take it.
Right. Or maybe you're at a time in your life where you and I talked about doing a roast at one point for Joseph.
Oh, yeah.
And we were like, not now. Like,
Right,
he was
right,
at a
yeah.
point where it was like, we can't do it now.
Yeah.
We'll do it in the future.
Right.
Or at his funeral. Either way,
Right, yeah,
that will
yeah.
be an amazing roast.
Yeah. Great dayus. Like, just, do we have to put something on top of the casket, or I don't know, like, we'll work out the details.
But that's what I wanted. That's what I want mine to be. Like, my
Oh
daughter.
yeah. But I want to be like taxidermy and have man of the hour above me when I'm dead and you're doing a roast.
I want my daughter and I worked this out. I want my funeral to be held in a theater, and before I die, I just want to, like, shoot something of me sitting there and being like, not as many people here as I thought.
But I mean, it's a great opener.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah. And me just, like, making comments about people that I know will be there.
Right. Yeah. That's also very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So she wants to work on that with
Yeah.
me, and I'm into that.
Yeah.
Some of you came begrudgingly.
Couple plus ones. I see.
Didn't expect Hillary to have a +1 already, but hey, that's all right.
Yeah, this is all very good. I like
Yeah.
all of this.
Yeah. Most of my friends are older than me.
Right. So there's going to be a lot of Trinidadian aides wheeling your friends in.
Yes.
That's going to be a lot of the plus ones.
Exactly. Because I'm younger than you, but people, if we saw someone on the street, they'd be like, they would assume we're the same age, right?
Well, we had that great experience at a restaurant one time where we were kind of friendly with the waitress. And we were like, well, one of us is 45, one of us is 39, and one of us is 32. And she went, oh, well, you're 45. And you were like, what the fuck? But then you plateaued.
Yeah.
And you stopped aging.
Yeah.
Like, which was
And
crazy. Yeah.
It was like from the time I was 18, I started to look like I was 38 until I was about 37. And then I've looked pretty much the same, just grayer.
Right.
But I assume, but that's all to be said, like, all of my friends that are older than me will be at my funeral, because I recently did this weird face scan thing that it was an app that anyway, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
The whole thing is the face scan. It's supposed to, like, detect your health and blah, blah, blah.
Okay. All right.
So the first thing it says, like, does this scan? You just hold your phone. The first thing it says is, your age, my age is 47 point, whatever, 7 or something like that. And it's like, your visual age is 51.5. And I was like, fuck you,
Jesus
app.
Christ.
You're right. Like, I can't argue with it. It's not like if I said to someone, I'm 52, they'd be like, yeah, okay, you look fine for
great.
52. Yeah. So that is all to say that I will probably die before all of you. So yes, some Trinidadian women wheeling you all into my funeral. We'll make sure it's handicap accessible.
Yeah,
theater.
make sure there's a ramp, please.
Yeah. A very slight ramp.
Yeah, easy, gentle ramp
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially
that.
on the way out.
I'll make notes for Juliet.
Yeah. Well, this is why I married younger, so I didn't have to hire out. She's gonna put me in a home.
She will hire
the
out.
first second possible.
Oh, as well she should.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, she's done taking care of me at this point.
Yeah, well, can't blame her or really any of our wives at this point.
I know. It's like, all that's left is diapers, huh? It's like, I've been through so much fucking nonsense with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did your wife enjoy doing bits?
With me?
With you, yeah. Like, if you start a bit, does she join in?
There are some
Yeah.
and when it's something that, like, locks in, it's
Yes.
good. It is good and it's fun. And I'm like, the fact that she's enjoying it so much, like really
makes it so much
feeds
better.
it for me too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of material it's that I do that she does not a fan of.
Yeah. Well, I think by this, you've been married a long time now. I've been married a long time now.
Coming up on 18 years. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And it'll be 20 for me. And,
oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, yeah, my daughter will be 20. So I was realizing recently, I still don't know which bits my wife is going to buy into and play along with.
Right.
Or not. And I know which ones she won't. And there are plenty that I keep to myself.
Oh, yeah. No.
Because I'm like, this will not go over, and this will be lost on anyone else. But then there are ones with her where I'm like, I think this will get going, and it's just like nothing.
Isn't that the worst?
Yeah.
When you're really confidently you hit it, like, I know she's gonna love this.
And then there are like throwaways. Like I have this thing on my arm, and we were going out to dinner with people the other night, and I had just gotten rejected from one of my bits from her.
Oh.
So I was like trying to ease myself into it. And we were getting ready to go. And I was like, if anyone mentions this, I'm going to tell them that's where you repeatedly burn me with a cigarette. Expecting nothing. And she immediately is like, I'll just tell everybody that's your kink. I was like, fair enough.
Right back at me.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. As long as you're on board. At dinner, my sister's there with some other people. And my sister was like, the fuck is that on your arm? And I was like, that's where Hillary burns me with a cigarette. And she was like, it's what gets them off. I was like, wow. All right.
Like, honestly, I don't think my sister wanted to hear that one.
Exactly. My sister was like, okay.
It's like, also, you've been married 20 years. That tracks.
Right. Yeah. My brother-in-law thought it was funny. My sister was like, I don't want to hear that.
It's like, we used to share a bathroom. I don't want to. I don't want to know.
We did. It was a pink bathroom.
Really?
Yeah. Pink bathroom in Levittown.
Ah.
And then after I moved out, my father redid the pink tile and all. And that's when he burned the house down. Should have just left it pink.
Oh, man. As a victim of arson, I understand just the emotional upheaval of watching your home burn to the ground.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Did it completely burn down, or was it just hey, we have a three wall bathroom?
They say the entire second floor was gone. They saved the first floor pretty much.
Wow.
They redid all of that, and then my mom has a whole new second floor because of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The firefighters, my sister was a senior in high school. The firefighters were like, is there anything of value up there? And my mom was like, I don't, my daughter's prom dress. And they ran in and got my sister's prom dress. And then like half an hour later, she was like, oh, there's a turtle. And they ran upstairs and got my turtle.
It wasn't the turtle you had that you lost in your backyard that day.
It was the same turtle.
Jesus Christ.
I had that turtle for 16 years.
Ah,
now he's on my arm.
I feel terrible because I was there when you lost him.
Yeah. It was before. It was a Memorial Day, and we had you guys over, and I was cleaning his tank, and that's why he was outside and never came back again.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Think he's still kicking it?
No. That was 8. Well, I guess he could be.
He could be. I mean,
he'd be like 34 now. Yeah. Yeah. Good for him.
I mean.
He was like, I got to get the fuck away from this guy.
He's like, I've been trying to get away from this guy for 17 years. Ugh. He keeps moving me to new places.
Finally, there's outdoors. I'm not in a concrete backyard in South Philly. This is way better.
It's time to make a break.
Yes.
Yeah, we should have done like a search party walk, like all holding hands across your yard.
Yeah. Instead, we just made my adorable little 2-year-old daughter walk around going, Charlie, where are you?
Yeah, well, it gave her something to do that day.
It did. Like, leave us alone.
Yeah.
We're going to have cocktails.
Yeah. We certainly did. As I kind of recall. I barely remember that house.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay.
When you went to Florida recently, right? To see your mom?
I went in February.
Was the TSA a problem then?
The TSA was not a problem. What was a problem was my ticket didn't have my pre-check number on it.
Oh, motherfucker.
And I was like, in Philly, and I was like, or no, it was on in Philly, but not when I was coming back. in Fort Myers, and they made me go on the other line, and I, of course, was like, "What the fuck, Jesus Christ!" I'm like, "Here's the number," like, and they're like, I know, please, and I pitch a fit, and I go and I get in the other line begrudgingly, and it takes me maybe 6 minutes. 5 of which was basically standing right next to the TSA agent who I just like yelled at with only a little barrier between us. And I was like, eventually I did. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
And your daughter was there with you?
Yeah, but my wife's TSA
she was with your
so
wife.
they went through.
Good. So the core memory for her is not my father yelling at TSA
Oh,
agents.
no. She watched the entire thing. That will be, and as someone who's always like, hey, we're in a restaurant, don't like, I shame people who treat wait staff poorly,
right? Or
like people on a plane who take their shoes off. I'm constantly showing her the shittiest people in society, and then I acted like it.
Right. Well, hey, you fessed up to it. You apologized to the guy. That's
I did.
Good.
She did not see the apology.
Well,
but I did tell her that I apologized.
That's good.
Yeah.
I have a good TSA story from, this is 2018 or 19. This is before COVID.
Geez, yeah.
I was on a shoot in San Francisco and we were flying home. And we're standing in line for TSA pre-check and whatever. I'm with the guys and we're just waiting there. And all of a sudden you just hear, "What the fuck?" And it's this big TSA guy. Shuts down the machine. He's like, "Who put their dogs through the x-ray?" And you see this tiny older couple that were like, "They said to put everything on the x-ray." And he was like, "You don't put living things in this machine? What is wrong with you?"
Jesus Christ.
And for whatever reason, like they couldn't move the belt without the machine being on. So they had to open up the whole machine because he was like, "We're not putting them through any more of this." Pulls the 2 dog carriers out. He's like, "Hold your dogs. We have to put these." So now we all are watching this because we have nowhere to go.
The machine is it's in pieces
so
at this
everyone
point.
is like, there's whatever. They finally get through. We finally get through. At some point, we're like,
you
now
realize it was
waiting.
Joseph.
And we see this little dog running through the airport. And this little old lady scurrying after it. One of the guys that I'm with went and grabbed the dog. They were like tiny little Shih Tzus or whatever. Apparently, when they did the TSA thing, they broke the crate. So the door didn't close. We're on the flight home to Philadelphia. I feel something at my feet. One of those little fucking Shih Tzus. I'm like, "Of course you're flying to Philadelphia. And you put your dog through TSA. Like, what the fuck with people?" I just like that. TSA agent was so angry, and he was a large man who was having none of it. He's like just cursing at these people, like, "Why the fuck would you do this?" Repeatedly, just like, "Who?" And he's just like then muttering to himself the rest of the time, like, "What the fuck is wrong with people?"
That's fucking crazy.
It was crazy and also hilarious because now I'm like on the plane and there's a dog between my legs and the woman's like, "Oh no." And she, whatever the dog's name was, she's like, "I lost him." I was like, "He's up here." Row 12. Let me try to grab him for you.
Nobody had a zip tie they could lend, or
they clearly were new to traveling,
I am constantly amazed by the amount of people who are obviously traveling for the first time, or have learned nothing.
Yeah.
In their previous travels.
Well, yeah.
I mean, air travel is so expensive at this point. I don't understand how most of these people are doing it.
Why are most people spending hundreds of dollars to travel and then wearing fucking sweatpants or pajama pants on the plane just because it's comfortable? And I don't mean like young kids, teenagers, fine. But people our age.
Look, I got a real problem with anybody in public wearing anything that could double as pajamas.
Yeah.
The entire pandemic, I put on like jeans every day.
My kids made fun of me because I put on jeans and a t-shirt every day during pandemic.
I was like, I feel shitty enough already. I can't feel worse.
Yeah.
And like for me, if I wear sweatpants during the day, I clearly am sick. Like, there's no other reason.
The only time I do is if I'm at home watching, like, I've had my day.
Watching The Price is Right.
And yes.
You move the TV into the bedroom.
Yeah.
And you're sick and you're...
It's because I'm watching C-SPAN and just masturbating furiously. No, it's the end of my, like, I've had a day and now it's usually like football season and I'll watch a football game at night, but it's because I was like working in the yard or something during the day.
That's
and
also
I'll,
a Sunday.
Right. And I'm transitioning and I'm not leaving the goddamn house unless I'm going to the gym in sweatpants, then or to yoga or something like that. Okay. But I'm not going about my day in sweatpants.
Right. Yes. Like I will go to a class, like a yoga class or something.
Yeah.
But we're at the point now in human history where Lululemon has invented pants that look like normal fucking black pants.
Right.
Like, you don't have to wear, like, a pair of Everlasts with elastic around the ankles. Like,
I know.
Like, get it together, man.
This is the downfall of society.
More than likely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad we could be two old white guys complaining about it.
Two old white guys with really nice microphones and a place to speak our truth.
That's right. If you don't like it, get your own goddamn internet connection.
Yeah, doing a podcast is free. So just...
Yeah. You could literally record one on your phone and just...
You know what? Let me say thank you for doing your podcast with proper equipment and like nice microphones and putting thought into this, because the number of people that don't is staggering to me.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? I'm also, like, I mean, I guess for us... Like, it's not hard. Like, it's almost second nature because we have, like, innate skill set that would allow us to edit audio and know how to compress and do things and make it decent.
But still, like some people, and look, I have fucked up episodes of my podcast because the mic switches and I didn't know it or whatever. But the number of people who are being interviewed on, like, NPR and they're just using their computer microphone. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, we are way past the point where this should be acceptable.
I mean, even we are so far from the pandemic, like having somebody zoom in is not acceptable. It's just not okay.
Yeah.
You got to stop.
Well, my podcast, our guests are oftentimes in their 70s plus because we're talking about a 50-year-old TV show. And goddamn, they only understand Zoom. And well,
at least they don't want to Skype.
We use Riverside Skype.
And I like that every like news show they're like trying to revamp now. They just give them microphones that look like this.
Jesus Christ. Yes.
It's like, could Anderson Cooper like pretend to be a little bit above this?
Right.
Like I don't want to lump Theo Von and and Anderson Cooper into the same category.
Yeah.
It's
where we're going. Pretty
geez.
soon it'll be Anderson Cooper in sweatpants.
He could be wearing sweatpants under there. We don't know.
True.
I used to think, I remember in the 90s, like post O.J. Simpson, it would like the news and Entertainment Tonight or Access Hollywood, whichever followed the news, like all really started to blend together.
Yep. No,
because it was literally trial of the century coverage.
Yeah.
The entire time. And I was like, oh, shit, this is the end.
Yep.
And it wasn't.
Everything's sensationalized, though.
It's true.
24 hours of news. There's not 24 hours worth of news going on in the world.
There isn't. That's why never fuck up on a slow news day.
Right.
My cousin, who was an elected official in the city, and he was a landlord that owned several buildings, some of which had some not so great businesses in them. One being
not so great. You don't mean failing businesses?
No,
right?
no. They were thriving. But one was a whorehouse, and funny enough, it is now like a kids play place, which my wife joined when our daughter was born, and I was like, oh no, it's not in this building. Oh no, it's not the basement. And I was like, oh God. I was like, oh, this is so bad. But anyway, so there was going to be a huge expose on Fox News about him
Yeah.
on September 11th, 2001.
Wow.
Yeah. The only guy in America happy that
no
happened.
shit. Oh, I
mean-
bet Steve Keeley was pissed.
Dude, it was, it was going to be bad. Bad.
Yeah, it sounds bad.
And he had another 20 years of his career
Wow. Because
of 9/11.
Because your cousin masterminded 9/11 to save a news story.
It was supposed to be 9/14, and he was like, guys, we got to move this up.
Guys, I just got word.
Look, I know you have another flying lesson, but honestly, they're covering
you've got
landing.
it.
You'll be
You've
fine. It's like, don't worry. Don't worry about it.
You don't need that one. You're good.
Your next lesson was supposed to be how to close a box cutter and land a plane. You're not going to need either.
I love the idea of box cutter lessons. That's the thing that they really needed help with. How to open a box cutter.
Well, they could have dulled them from practice. And then you got to change the blade. It's hard.
It is
Even
hard.
The snap ones are worse.
They are. I'm always anyway. I'm gonna fucking cut my hand.
Right?
I once stayed at this beautiful bed and breakfast in Kane, Pennsylvania. Do you know where Kane, Pennsylvania is?
Don't know where Kane.
It's in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Okay.
And it's this beautiful mansion. And the woman who ran the bed and breakfast was like, okay, well, I'm leaving. I'll see y'all in the morning when I make you breakfast. So it was 3 of us in this mansion. And she left us some board games and shit. There's nothing to do in this town.
No power. Ghosts, obviously.
We started to wander around the house.
As one would do.
In the basement, in the early
I'm
1900s.
I'm so excited for what's next.
In the early 1900s, it was a working brothel in the basement of this
Oh
establishment.
my God, did my cousin own it?
Run by the DeVirgilises.
It wasn't a Divergillis.
Oh, damn it. It was preserved like the brothel that it was, with these makeshift walls and beds in this entire, and it was fucking bizarre.
They're like, the town the Gazette's going to do a expose on us. Oh, thank God, Franz Ferdinand was murdered.
And it kept going for another 50 years.
Yeah.
At breakfast the next morning, I was like, how old is this building? And she's like, oh, it's like 150 years old, blah, 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 whatever. And I was like, what was in the basement? And she was like, oh, it was a brothel. And we've maintained that look. Like, it's no longer a working brothel. And I was like, well, thanks for clearing that up for me.
Thanks, I've wondered where you went last night.
So I just masturbated on all the beds for you.
She's like, I mean, it's not working in the sense that it's just like, it's not functional. Like, the layout has no feng shui.
Right.
People want separate entrances now. No credit card machine.
We can't enslave the people who work in the basement. I think that was the kicker.
Yeah.
It was a weird fucking place. And each room had a guest book. And not my room, but David's room, they talked about hearing ghosts.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. But did they?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, you heard the TV from the second floor. Stop it. You didn't hear ghosts.
Maybe.
Was it like, oh.
Oh, these ghosts. It's orgasming ghosts that I hear all throughout the night.
You're so sexy. Take your sheet off. They were also KKK ghosts.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a terrible brothel.
It turns out they weren't ghosts. It was the Klan.
So how many times have you been back?
4.
4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kane, PA?
Kane, PA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to check that out.
No. I remember
Not even worth it.
No, because we knew there was we realized there's nothing to do. So we went to the one place where you could buy liquor and we bought whatever. And then we hung out at this weird B&B. That was a dumb thing. The brothel was what made it worthwhile.
The only thing redeemable. Okay.
Which is usually the end of my stories is the brothel made it all worthwhile.
But in the end, it was fine because of the 150-year-old brothel.
Not unlike the strip club basement in Pittsburgh.
Good time, except that we walked in and everyone was like, oh, Like, oh, we have to work now? Like, yeah, you do. Yeah.
And then they started and we were like,
Nah, you know what? Don't work.
please stop slapping different parts of your body in my face. That's not what I was going for.
You're hurting yourself. You have no self-respect.
Oh, that trip. that was
That was a funny phase for you. That's when you got real heavy into weed. Yes. And every time you opened the van, it was like the Mystery Machine.
I gave up drinking.
Yes. And traded it for weed.
And traded it for a lot of weed.
And it was a heavy drinking week, which did not bode well for your weed problem.
I would just go out to the van, like you said. And that was also, I don't know if you remember this. Do you remember, that was not the first strip club we went to. The first strip club we went to was an actual strip club where you guys bought me a lap dance by a dancer named Mercedes. Do you remember why?
No, I don't remember another strip club because the other one really
the other one like
stole all the thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a couple of days before we went to Pittsburgh, I was on a shoot the week prior with Juan, and we were shooting at this store in Chestnut Hill, and it was run by this really cute girl. And she asked for my number, and she invited me to go to a film festival. And it was a dog film festival somewhere in the city. Forget.
Films about dogs or made by dogs?
made by dogs. And then we went out for drinks, and then she came home with me. The next morning, I wake up, and she's like, there's something I have to tell you. I was like, oh, okay. She's like, I'm married. And I was like, oh. Okay. She's like, and before last night, I was a virgin. And I was like, wait, what? And there was this whole conversation about she was saving herself for marriage. It turned out that she didn't know it, but her husband was asexual. They had all of these problems, and she decided that she needed to do this with me and not tell me anything until after the fact. You don't remember this? Oh, this is good.
I don't remember any of this. That's fucking crazy.
So then,
how do I... Also, the fact that I'm acting like I'm hearing this for the first time is also crazy.
It is, because on the drive to Pittsburgh, we were in the van, and she called me, and I was like, I cannot answer this right now. Let this go to voicemail. And she left me a voicemail that I played for you and Joseph and Rod, where she was like, hey, Gary... Mercedes, who was her dog, wants to know why you haven't called and what you were up to and if we could hang out again soon.
Had you met Mercedes?
I did.
Okay, all right. Yeah. I was just gonna say that's a real the gauge of crazy.
I mean, right. I met
still pretty crazy.
Briefly. Yeah. And then we got into Pittsburgh. And it was like, welcome to the stage, Mercedes. And I remember Joseph being like, yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Also, if you're paying attention, if you're keeping score at home, very mean. Not something. No,
that's beautiful. That's the thing.
That's where the beauty lies.
Yes, exactly.
It's mean. It's sweet. We were clearly paying attention.
Yes, exactly. Well, it was this. I was in this like, what the fuck do I do? And you guys were like, you don't do anything. And
right, yeah, which actually pretty good advice.
Yeah, and I didn't. And yeah, and then Mercedes took the stage, and that was,
man, so that was a problem week in Pittsburgh. Like that whole week was not great. Physically, spiritually, mentally, anything.
Cops were involved.
Yeah, I know.
Cured meats were involved.
Opera singers.
Dried up producers that think they were the shit.
French fries on sandwiches. I mean, there was a lot happening.
Opera singers falling down drunk in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that was really
a great week.
That was because that was the last thing that happened. It was really perfect.
Yeah, that was a rough week.
That was a hard shoot.
Yeah.
That was a really, really hard.
Try doing it stoned. I mean,
everything was slower. You were there even longer. Oof, that was a tough one.
Yeah. I had good times.
Yeah, I mean, lots of memories.
Yeah.
That was truly like going to camp that week. That was a lot of emotions.
It was a lot of emotions.
And apparently, I remember going to a brewery in a church, and there was like an ex-girlfriend of yours there.
It was the sister of an ex-girlfriend of mine.
Oh, okay.
The girlfriend couldn't make it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my memory's a little spotty anyway, and but now
mean, it's
fucking Mercedes, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Holy shit.
And I still go back to that store in Chestnut Hill every now and then, and she no longer works there.
That's probably for the best.
Oh, yeah.
That is fucking sadistic that you went back there, though.
Well, I was in Chestnut Hill, and I was like, I'm kind of curious.
I can go for a second round. Yeah. I wonder if she would like a second one.
Yeah,
She's gay now.
Or I have a kid that I don't know.
Right.
And
She probably went home to her asexual husband and was like, I didn't realize how well I had it here.
I prefer this. It turns out I saved a marriage. You're welcome.
Look at you doing God's work. And they call you a bully.
As well they should.
Were you mean to her sexually?
I don't think so. I don't really remember that. That's the shame. That's the shame of it.
Oh, man. Yeah. Had you known going in, you probably would have been like...
Had I known,
I'm going to drink this in.
Yeah. I don't. Anyway,
that's very funny. Thank you for coming in today and sharing that with me again.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry I forgot that.
I mean, it's good that you forgot it because you got to hear it again for the first time.
That was genuinely. I totally blocked that out.
Juan wrote a song about it called "Gary, What Were You Thinking" or something like that.
Was that a Blood-Smoke song or
no? That was actually a legit song.
Okay.
He and his band performed one night.
Wow.
Yeah. It was
Jesus
funny.
Christ.
Yeah.
So you have to relive it constantly.
I think they played it once and they were like, "This goes nowhere."
Okay. Yeah. You're like much like that relationship with Mercedes' mom. It goes nowhere.
No.
All right. Anyway, thanks everybody. Don't forget, rate, review, subscribe. Joseph will be back once his bandages come off. And yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
All right.